Hey guys, in this video, I'm going over 9 strategies that you can use to calm a toddler during a tantrum. You may have already tried what you feel is everything. Yelling, timeouts, threats, bribes, or even physical punishment. Well, they don't work long term, and in fact, you may be even causing things to get worse. Your toddler will try everything. Crying, screaming, flopping on the floor, flailing their arms, even hitting and biting. Toddler tantrums come in all shapes and forms. So let's learn how to keep the peace so that you can keep your sanity. I'm Jason Kreidman, founder of Dad University, and toddler tantrums are difficult, no doubt. But if you understand why they are happening and what you can do to calm your toddler, you may be able to breathe a little sigh of relief. Let's start with some basics. Why does a toddler throw a tantrum? Well, they aren't looking to get you upset, disrespect you, or even manipulate you, even though sometimes it feels like manipulation, but really it's not. Your toddler may throw a tantrum because they want something, like a cookie, or their sister took their toy, or they don't want to leave the park. But all of these situations come down to not knowing how to express their feelings. The bottom line is that a toddler throws a tantrum because they're overwhelmed with emotion and they don't know how to properly express it. It could be frustration, anger, sadness, or sometimes when they're tired or hungry, a meltdown happens. Heck, adults have tantrums all the time. It's emotion overload and not having the ability to communicate it. We don't want to punish a toddler for having emotions. Punishing a toddler for a tantrum reinforces the idea that what they are feeling isn't really important. We want to show them that their feelings matter, but first we need to try and calm them down. So here are some things that you can do. The first tip is number 1 on purpose, as it's the most important thing that you need to do when dealing with a toddler tantrum. You need to calm yourself down first. Your toddler isn't out to get you. They're not trying to ruin your day or make your life miserable. While it does feel like that during a tantrum, I assure you they are not. Do not take this personally. You must be sure that you are in a calm state. Not only does calming yourself down help you think more clearly and make better decisions, but it also improves your ability to listen and understand your toddler. Give yourself time to take a few slow, deep breaths. You may find that closing your eyes and counting backwards from either 5 to 10 helps. Also, be mindful of your facial expression. So if you are looking upset or mad, try looking up at the ceiling or covering your face with your hands for a couple of seconds. If your toddler is feeling angry and frustrated, showing them an angry expression or blowing up at them may cause them to see you as a threat instead of a solution. In short, you may be someone to avoid, argue with, or not listen to. All of those are counterproductive to calming them down. It's essential that you are in a good, calm state. This also shows the toddler what calm looks like. So number 2, use a calming voice. Now that you've calmed yourself down, a great way to express calm is by using a calm voice. This will also let your toddler know that you're not angry with them. Talk with them in a calm and soothing voice. Us men often think that overpowering them is the answer. However, toddlers mirror what we do. We are trying to calm them down. How can yelling using a loud voice do that? It may scare them to calm down, but it doesn't teach them. Keep your calm voice even when your toddler's volume goes up. They may scream and yell, but you are showing them what calm means. Don't fight fire with fire. In this situation, you need to remain calm. Remember too, you're an adult. Do not allow your child's behavior to dictate your emotions. We go into depth about this in our Leading by Example course inside daduniversity.com. I'll put a link to that course in the description below. Number 3 tip for calming a toddler, get down to their eye level. Put yourself on the same eye level as your child. The easiest way to do this is to get down on your knees, squat down, or simply sit down on the floor with them. You can also pick up your child and hold them if their tantrum isn't too intense, so that you can look at each other eye to eye. The important thing is to maintain eye contact. This isn't you asking them to look at you when you're talking. This is you trying to look at them. Eye contact can help boost communication and understanding. So getting down to their eye level allows you to more easily form a connection. It helps show your child through your actions that you're listening, that you're on their side. Even if your toddler doesn't have a full grasp of what they may be feeling, their brains can already start to recognize different things as threats. So standing over your small child and basically looming over them with a big frown, your arms crossed or your finger out, it's a surefire way for them to see you as threatening. If you're a threat, they will be less likely to listen to you and calm down. Instead, they might fight you even harder. Number 4, validate their feelings. While you may not agree with what your child is doing, how they are doing it, or why they're doing it, their feelings are real. They are experiencing real emotions, and as their parent, it is our responsibility to let them know that having feelings is okay. Now, this may not be the ideal way to express it, but we need to start somewhere. A great way to express to them that it's okay to have feelings is to validate them. And we can do this by being empathetic. Look at the situation from their perspective. You might say, I can see that you are really upset about your sister taking your toy. When someone takes your toy, it's really frustrating. Showing you understand them can often calm them down right there. For example, your child wants ice cream and you said no because it's before dinner. They're frustrated, they're throwing a tantrum. You might say, I know you want ice cream before dinner. That sounds really good. I want ice cream too. But let's eat dinner first, and then we can have some ice cream after. How does that sound? Number 5, offer comfort. There's many ways that you can comfort a crying or screaming child in the middle of a tantrum. You can put your hand lovingly on them or give them a hug. If they're getting physical to the point that this might not be possible, then stay in the room with them and be a steady, comforting presence. If they're lying down on the floor or even flailing on the floor, sit a little bit away from them to let them know you're still there. Aside from your actions, you can also offer comfort through your words. Tell them that you love them and that you're not mad. After validating their feelings and showing empathy, you can give comforting suggestions on what they can do instead. It's like you're saying, I know we can't do this and I feel bad about it, so how about we do this other thing first or this other thing instead? This not only lets you offer a nice, comforting alternative, but also helps you reinforce or set limits to their behavior. We are not coddling our children or ignoring setting limits. We are helping them through their feelings. Number 6, offer a comfort item. This is often more effective with younger children, but some children respond well to a favorite stuffed animal or a comfort item. Try to give them something that soothes them or helps them stay calm. Now, use this technique with caution because if you can't find their favorite blanket or animal, you may have a big issue on your hands. But science actually supports using comfort items. The items can act as a safe place, helping your toddler feel secure. And when they feel safe, they can better work through their anxieties and frustrations and other overwhelming emotions. Another good thing about comfort items is the physicality of it. Aside from the comforting sensations they feel when they touch it, being able to move their hands with it and grasp it and squish it or squeeze the object can help them release some of the tension that their body may feel. Number 7, distract them. Distractions are like tantrums. They come in endless shapes and sizes. Comfort items and toys can also count as distractions. I use this technique a lot with my kids when they were toddlers. For example, if my child was throwing a tantrum over not wanting to take a bath, I would show them a few of their bath toys they had and ask which one that they wanted to play with. Distractions can be very effective, but try not to use them to invalidate your toddler's feelings. Distraction is a good technique for mini tantrums, but we're really trying to distract them from their actions, which is the crying, the screaming, or the flailing, rather than the emotions themselves. If we do use a toy or alternative activity as a distraction, you can follow it up with a short conversation about what they may have been feeling And again, trying to validate that their feelings were okay. Number 8, give them space. Now, I'm not telling you to ignore your child during a tantrum, but for some toddlers, giving them a little space is helpful. When a toddler's in a tantrum, their brain is in a primitive state. They don't respond well to threats, reason, or even logic. Sometimes trying to comfort them might be counterproductive. They can feel smothered or constricted instead of feeling comforted. In these situations, give your child some space and let them try and work through their emotions a little more. Now, this may prove to be more effective with older toddlers than younger ones. Make sure they're in a safe place and you can sit down a few feet away from them. Face them so that they know that you're still watching and you're just waiting for them to calm down. This puts you at eye level with them, so it's making it easier for them to come to you on their terms. I know that toddler tantrums can be really frustrating. Of course, it's ideal to try and avoid the tantrums from happening in the first place. We've got a few other videos on tantrums that you might be interested in. I'll link a couple in the description. But I would love to hear from you. Do you have any special tips or techniques that you use that work with your toddler's tantrums? Leave your feedback in the comments section below. If you want to learn more about how Dad University membership can help you, be sure to visit daduniversity.com. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share this video with anyone that you think might enjoy it. We'll see you next time.